raise the bar. Sportsmanship does matter, and we ask for your support in demonstrating respect for the game and all participants by refraining from negative cheers, chants, or behavior. Organization for education-based interscholastic activities. Education-based activities are an extension of the school day and still require appropriate behavior. Join with the HSAA to raise the bar. You can be a fan without being a fanatic. Simply do what sportsmanship matters. Wasatch High School baseball team, Grant Mahoney. Scott Mahoney is a proud Wasatch High School alumni, graduating in 1968. He earned honors in 4 sports: football, basketball, baseball, and track. After high school, Scott went on to play football at Snow College. Scott dedicated many years to coaching Little League Baseball and also serving as the director of the Wasatch Wasps for 7 years. His passion for athletics has been cascaded to 7 children, all of whom graduated from Wasatch High and participated in a variety of sports, winning numerous collegiate, all-state, and MVP honors along the way. A devoted family man, Scott has traveled the country to support his children in the game unless it was for continuing his legacy of educational love for family and Wasatch High School baseball. Scott is honored to throw out the first pitch today to his grandson, Grant Mahoney. 3 generations of Wasatch High School baseball players on the field together. Scott, please throw out the first pitch. Down the left field line for playing the national anthem.
I love baseball.
Baseball, baseball.
94.5 The Peak presents Wasatch Wasp Baseball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. This broadcast is powered by Guild Mortgage, Dairy King, CarQuest Auto Parts, Physical at the Fit Stop, Wasatch Back Flooring, Napa Wasatch Auto Parts, Heber City Point S, Dorius Dental, and Bank of Utah.
Baseball.
The guy on first.
Who?
The first base. Who? The guy playing first.
Who is on first?
I'm asking you.
Now let's go live to the Diamond for play-by-play coverage of Wasatch Wasp Baseball on 94.5 The Peak.
Good afternoon and welcome to the ballpark. Tyler Baird here at Wasatch High School, where your Wasatch Wasps, coming off a two-game sweep of the Springville Red Devils in their opening region series, are set to take on the Spanish Fork Dons today and Tuesday, hosting the Dons at Wasatch High School today and then down at Spanish Fork High School on Tuesday. Wasatch now 9-4 on the season and have worked their way up to the number 6 ranking in the RPI standings, taking care of business against Springville, scoring double-digit runs in both games, and that has been the key to the season. You're listening to the Dairy King pregame show. Throughout the years, the menu at the Dairy King has expanded beyond just the traditional burgers, fries, and shakes to include non-traditional seasonal items and the best gluten-free menu in the state, winners of Best in State for over 20 years. Keys to the season brought to you by Smiles by Design, brightening lives, instilling confidence, and inspiring wellness. Enjoy welcoming, personalized dental care that leaves a lasting impression at Smiles by Design. Wasatch comes in having scored on the season 133 runs, averaging over 10 runs a game on the season. That's good, as the best in the state. They're going to take on the Spanish Fork Dons, who on the season have struggled to score runs at times, but have had a tough preseason schedule. We'll be going over that as we get started here in the top of the first. Top of the first action brought to you by UCCU, an organization rooted in the credit union philosophy of people helping people. UCCU, love where you bank. It'll be Blake Sweat on the mound for Wasatch. First outing since St. George, has 2 appearances on the year, a 9 1/3 innings pitched and a 6.0 ERA, 5 walks, 15 strikeouts, averaging about 1.5 strikeouts an inning on the season. His first batter for Spanish Fork is going to be Boston Duvall, the junior right fielder. He'll take a 3-0, 3 straight balls. Now Blake comes with his first strike. Duvall, a junior, playing right field, 286 batting average on the season, 4 RBIs for the leadoff guy. That one's in at the belt as well. Full count after falling down 3-0. Blake comes back with back-to-back strikes. Your opening pitch brought to you by Mountain Refined, nestled in the heart of the Heber Valley. This one's going to be swung on foul over into the lacrosse field. Mountain Refined has been a trusted community staple for 30 years. Our passion lies in serving the community by providing top-notch furniture and flooring solutions. Wasatch wearing their all-white uniforms today with the white cap. Spanish Fork in their all-gray and black cap uniforms. The payoff. Swung on. It's going to be a high chopper to Shaw at third. Fields it cleanly, throws it across the diamond to Mahoney for the first out of the inning. That'll bring us to our physical at the Fit Stop. Fielding starters, when it comes to your health, you deserve quality and effective care at Physical Heber Valley. We work with you to understand your health and wellness goals and create a customized plan to get your desired outcome. Once again on the mound, senior Blake Sweat. Catching today will be senior Micah Dahl. First baseman, senior Grant Mahoney. Up the middle will be Jack Salmon and Braxton Fowler, the 2 sophomores. At third base, another senior in Bridger Shaw. Left field, senior Kyron Stocking. Center field, Austin Brown, the freshman. And in right field, sophomore Eddie Bluth. Wasatch no DH today. That ball's coming at us. 0-2 count. Here to the number 2 hitter, Nixon Warren, sophomore center fielder. 244 on the season with 4 extra base hits. He falls down 0-2 here to Blake Sweat. Blake into the windup, delivers the 0-2. Tried to go off speed, didn't pull the string hard enough, and goes behind the hitter for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes here in the top of the first. No score. Foul ball over into the soccer field once again. Keeps the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Spanish comes in only 2-10 on the season, one of the blue blood teams of the state of Utah. Having kind of a down year, but if you look at your preseason, a little bit deceptive. We'll jump into that here shortly. The 1-2 count goes back to the off-speed, freezes him on the outside corner. That's your first Gravity Coalition strikeout. 2 away here in the top of the first. Spanish once again coming in 1-2, but if you go through their losses, Maple Mountain twice, who's ranked number 1 in 5A, Desert Hills, who's number 1 in 4A, Canyon View, who's number 1 in 3A, Union and Juab, who are 2 and 3, Snow Canyon 3, Lehigh 4 and 6A. A lot of teams in the top 5 throughout the classifications. That ball is going to be a fastball once again at the back of the number 3 hitter. That's going to be Pratt Morley, sophomore shortstop, 281 on the season with 9 RBIs and has a home run. That one's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 wins for Spanish Fork on the season are Syracuse and Riverton, 2 6A opponents. Riverton number 10 in the RPI in 6A, Syracuse number 13. It's going to be another ground ball. This one a slow roller to Shaw. Shaw fields it on the run, throws it on the run, in, gets it on time. Mahoney once again with a nice pick at first base, and Wasatch has a goose egg 1-2-3 inning to get things started here in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. It's 0-0 going into the bottom of the first.
Ready for lunch? Well, the Dairy King home of the train is serving the best food with friends and family in the valley and have been the winner of Best of State for 20 years. They've recently been named the best of Utah for their milkshakes. You've got to try their delicious train burger with an Oreo shake. They also have those yummy salads that just hit the spot, or a turkey breast sandwich that tickles the taste buds. They've proudly been serving the Heber Valley for 78 years at the Dairy King home of the train, serving deliciousness daily. Stop in today.
We at Guild Mortgage help people build personal wealth through real estate, be it your first home, next home, dream home, or investment property. At Guild Mortgage, we help you refinance for that lower interest rate, shorter term, or home remodel. At Guild Mortgage, we help you plan for retirement by owning multiple investment properties and can even add to your retirement plan with a reverse mortgage. We at Guild Mortgage believe everyone can own what matters.
Timberline Ace Hardware is committed to helping their neighbors and their communities, and because they're in the neighborhood, they can deliver almost anything you need. So shop in store or online for whatever your home or yard needs. Choose from top brands like Milwaukee, Stihl, Traeger, and Benjamin Moore. Then pick up in store, curbside, or they'll deliver your order right to your home. Around the block, what you need in stock with people that know how to help. Timberline Ace Hardware, serving the community for over 50 years.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Bottom of the first brought to you by Mountain West Trailers. Knows you value strength and reliability. Haul it all, big or small, because Mountain West stands tall. On the mound for the Spanish Fork Dons is going to be junior Sway Nilsson, 6 1/3 innings pitched, a 6.63 ERA, 6 walks, 9 Ks on the season. Leading it off for the Wasps will be Austin Brown, Braxton Fowler, and Grant Mahoney. Called strike one, swing and a miss strike one here to Brown, who comes in a .391 batting average, 18 runs scored and 18 RBIs, also has 7 extra base hits, including 1 home run. 0-2 count. Did struggle yesterday against Springville, 0 for 5 in that one. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's his 3rd K in 2 games. Gets a swing and a miss a little bit up in the zone, and that'll bring up Braxton Fowler. Fowler having himself a great season in his sophomore campaign. A .433 batting average, 14 runs scored, 13 hits on the year, 12 RBIs, and 2 doubles. Moving up from the 7 spot to the 2 spot with the injuries Wasatch has suffered this season. He's been really good in the 2-hole. Yesterday, 3 for 5. And he'll take strike 1 just below the knees. Fowler 3 for 5 yesterday with a double, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Wasatch again 9-4 on the season, looking for double-digit wins. 0-1 the count here for Nielsen. Right-hander working out of the stretch, gets him to swing and a miss, and an off-speed pitch out of the zone for strike 2. Couple of stats for your Spanish Fork Dons that are the opponent today for Wasatch, averaging 3.7 runs per game, give up 6.5 runs per game. Have a team ERA of 4.53, 41 walks, 87 Ks. They'll fill up the zone, almost twice as many strikeouts to walks. Nilsson sets up 0-2 once again, and that one too low. That's the first ball of the game. 1-2 now the count to the sophomore Fowler. Busy day over here at Wasatch High School. Girls lacrosse taking on Riverton High School a little bit later, and the softball team playing Uinta High School. Nice off-speed pitch, freezes Faller for strikeout number 2. 7 pitches, 2 strikeouts. Nilsson looks good on the mound early on for the Dons. He's going to bring up Grant Mahoney, who had himself a day at the plate yesterday. 4 for 4, a walk, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. He's now sitting up at 395, knocking on the door of 400, 15 hits on the year, 12 RBIs, and has 7 extra base hits himself. Swings at an off-speed out of the zone for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Free hot dogs as well down here at the ballpark. Listening in the car, want to come by, grab a little hot dog and watch some great baseball and softball. Lacrosse also in action. This one's going to be swung on. Line drive foul into the batting cages down the right field side. Another 0-2 count. All 3 batters here for Wasatch falling down 0-2 here in the bottom of the first. Nelson continuing to work out of the stretch. Takes a second to get his pitch. Now comes set, delivers the 0-2, and another strikeout. How about that? 3 straight strikeouts for Nielsen, who now has 12 Ks on the season. Wasatch retired in order without putting the ball in play. It's 0-0 going into the second inning.
Hey Wasatch, it's Nicole with Mountain Refined. We are so excited to be supporting our local teams and all the sports that you guys are into. We wanted you to know a little piece of what we have. You can come on down, grab teacher gifts, protein powder, and even rent that tuxedo for junior prom. Did you guys know that? Shop local and support us. We love being a part of this community. Go Wasatch, 480 North Main Street, right here in Heber.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
You'll always find the best deals and expert service at your local Napa Auto Parts store. We offer expert service in helping you find the parts you're looking for your current project, as well as Milwaukee tools. We can also help you with most motorsport, RV, and vehicle battery needs at your local Napa Auto Parts store in Heber City.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Here at Country Gardens and Nursery, we hope that you feel that you are home when you are away from home as you go around our perennial floor checking out the newest and latest for beauty for your garden, as you wander into our indoor plant shop seeing the possibility of what could be yours. Stop by Country Gardens and Nursery, your home away from home. 1401 US 189, Heber City, Utah. And don't forget to check us out on social media for quick tips and tricks throughout the season.
This is live coverage of Wasatch High School sports on 94.5 The Peak.
Top of the 7th brought to you by the Heber Valley Chamber, who exists to build and be a part of a community where residents, visitors, and businesses thrive. Our mission is to promote tourism, connect businesses, and unite our community. Both teams go down in order in the first inning. 1-2-3, 1-2-3. It'll be 4-5-6 up for the Dons. Jackie Sorensen, Rhythm Fagan, and Caden Lamson. Sorensen on the year, 303, 5 runs scored, and 2 RBIs. The lone Spanish Fork Don hitting above 300 in their starting lineup. And he's going to take the first 3, 3-0 the count. Blake got ground out, strikeout, ground out. Did fall down 3-0 to the first batter as well in the first inning. Was able to come back with 3 straight strikes after that. Young Spanish Fork team, only 3 seniors in the starting lineup. And that'll give us the first base runner of the game. That pitch goes above the head. And that'll be base runner number 1 on the walk. 6th walk of the season for Sweat. It'll bring up the designated hitter, the junior, Rhythm Fagan. Pinch hitting for the pitcher Nielsen, 250 on the year. Does have a double and a home run on the season. Heavy wind once again coming in from center field. Blake with first base runner on is going to come back with a strike there after 4 straight balls. Gets that one to be fouled off for strike 1. As we go throughout the game today, we'll update you on all the other spring sports that are happening around Wasatch. Again, a lot of action down here today. Girls lacrosse, softball, and baseball all in action. It's an 0-1 count. Slide step delivery inside, just misses Fagan for ball 1. We'll start with updating on boys lacrosse. They're 3-4 on the season, coming in at number 16 in the RPI standings, averaging 9 goals per game on the season. Some of your leading scorers, Isaac Roylance, Jace Jorgensen, Ty Griffith, and Sam King. This ball is going to be elevated to right field, hanging up in the air. Eddie Bluth, a long run, not going to be able to get to it, but it does land foul for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Isaac Roylance, 18 goals, 6 assists. Jace Jorgensen, 17 goals, 5 assists. Ty Griffith, 8 goals and 2 assists. And Sam King, 7 goals and 3 assists to lead the Wasatch boys lacrosse team. Their next matchup is tonight up in Logan at Skyview High School. That'll be a 6 p.m. face-off start. It's a 1-2 count here, nobody away. Runner on first for the Dons, 0-0 the score. Goes inside again for ball 2. Ties up the count at 2-2. Again, Blake dealing with a knee injury. Hasn't been able to throw since the 2 St. George tournaments. Runner goes. It's going to be hit and run. This one's elevated to left center field. Austin Brown going over, makes the grab, covering a lot of ground out there in the outfield. Spanish has to scamper back to first base to avoid getting doubled up. One away on the fly out to center field. It'll bring up the number 6 hitter, sophomore Caden Lamson, playing third base today, hitting below 200 at 147. Does have 5 runs scored and 1 double on the year. Blake 0-2, despite being probably Wasatch's ace on the mound. Faced off against the 2 best teams out in St. George both weekends. Lost to Union in week 1, and then had a tough loss against Desert Hills in week 2. Or excuse me, against West Jordan in week 2. 0-2 the count after a couple of strikes. Oh, 2 count here to Lamson. On the right-hand side, all right-handers so far for the Dons in their lineup. It's an 0-2 count. Spanish put some runners in motion in that first bat. No runner goes, and that'll be the second strikeout of the game for Blake Swed. A ball low and out, and he gets him swinging. Second Gravity Coalition strikeout, and that'll bring up the senior catcher, Xavier Amonet. 2 for 10 on the season. A little bit limited action. Only hitting 200. So after Spanish Fort got the first guy on by walk, it's been fly out strikeout for the Dons. Gusty day at the ballpark. Blake Sweat with the pickoff move, not in time. Had a fun pregame as Wasatch starting a new tradition here of honorary first pitch. Scott Mahoney, 3 generations out onto the field at that time. Scott Mahoney, son Matt Mahoney, who's the father of that one's going to be low in the zone. Runner goes, and that's a stolen base for Sorensen. So a duck on the pond with 2 away and a 1-0 count here to Lamson. Or excuse me, to Amonette. It's going to bring us to our first Mirror Lake Station trip to the mound. Micah Dahl and Blake Sweat talking things over now with the runner on second base. Blake continuing to work out of the stretch. 2 strikeouts already on the game for Sweat, who now has 17 strikeouts in 10 2/3 innings on the season. The 1-0, swing and a miss, well behind that fastball. 1-1 now the count. Sweat gets the signs here from Micah Dahl. Takes a long look at the runner at second base. Now will deliver. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 the count after falling down 1-0. Back-to-back swings and misses, and Blake Sweat now up 1-2. Gets the pitch, looking to close this one out. Duck on the pond. The pitch. And he freezes them. That'll be strikeout number 3. 3 Gravity Coalition strikeouts, and Spanish Fort goes down. No runs, no hits, no errors. There's 1 runner that's left on base. 0-0 as we go into the bottom of the second.
Chad here from Mountain West Trailers. Celebrating 20 years in business, we know you value strength and reliability. Whether it's for work or play, our dump and equipment trailers are built to last. Enclosed cargo trailers for business and fun, or open utility trailers for everything in between. With expert sales, parts, and service, we've got you covered. Mountain West Trailers is always right behind you. Visit us at mountainwesttrailer.com or stop by at 1470 South Highway 40 here in Heber.
Check out the Fit Stop Health Club. It's more than a great facility. Their employees and staff create a comfortable, caring, supportive place for men and women of all ages, as well as their families, to work out. They have your tanning beds, massage, and personal trainers. Find your new groove. Jump into their therapy pool with endless laughs. They have Group X classes with nationally certified and specially trained instructors. See what the Fit Stop offers. Go to their website at fitstophealthclub.com. For more information, call 654-2131.
At Heber Park City Appliance, you're getting a dedicated team of professionals who go out of their way to keep your home running smoothly. And when we say team, we're talking about 40 years of winning service and reliability. We're here to boost your at-home satisfaction long after your purchase. So when it's fourth quarter and your fridge goes out, oh man, be confident knowing we're a team that will go the distance for you. Heber Park City Appliance in Heber City. Visit us online at heberappliance.com.
And now, back to the action. Wasatch High School Sports on 94.5 The Peak.
Bottom of the second brought to you by Gravity Coalition, offering the best in bikes, skis, snowboards, skateboards, and more in the Heber Valley. Personalized service for the gear you love. Visit them at their store in Midway or visit them at gravitycoalition.com. This is a cool shop. Mike Adal is going to swing at the first pitch. First ball in play for the Wasps. Going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, who fields it cleanly, throws it across the diamond in time. Wasatch 4-5-6 up. Dahl just retired in the cleanup spot. It'll be Bridger Shaw, who has a swing and a miss on the fastball. And then Blake Sweat. Your batting order tonight, once again brought to you by Gravity Coalition. Austin Brown, Braxton Fowler, Grant Mahoney, Mike Adal, Bridger Shaw, Blake Sweat, Jack Salmon, Eddie Bluth, and Kyron Stocking. 1-1 the count here to Shaw. Shaw yesterday against Springville, 2 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. He had our stat of the day yesterday, 13 out of his 16 RBIs on the season coming with 2 outs. Nobody on here. He's going to elevate this one foul down the right field side. Shaw comes in a .342 batting average, 8 runs scored, and 4 doubles on the season. It's a 1-2 count after the foul ball. Gets up on the inside of the batter's box. Nielsen has been working out of the stretch. Delivers the 1-2. This is going to be a high chopper to the third baseman. He sits back on it, fields it cleanly, throws it across the diamond in time. 2 away. That'll bring up Blake Sweat. Blake Sweat on the season. .439 batting average, 15 runs scored, 18 hits, and 15 RBIs, including 6 extra base hits. He's had a great senior year, was out of the lineup for a couple of games, again, due to that knee injury, but back in the lineup, and he has been good through that Springville series, scoring 4 runs in the series. Swings at this one. It's going to be a slow roller to the second baseman. Second baseman fields it cleanly, throws it to first base in time. So after a 3 strikeout inning in the first, Wasatch is retired on 3 ground balls here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. No base runners yet for Wasatch. It's 0-0 going into the third.
Unlock your potential at Bonnie Joseph Academy, your local beauty school. Explore the art of cosmetology, barbering, hair design, basic aesthetics, master aesthetics, and nail tech programs. Visit bonniejosephacademy.edu to learn more and enroll today. Financial aid is available for qualifying students, and we offer flexible schedules and distant education options. Transform your passion into a rewarding career at Bonnie Joseph Academy, where beauty meets expertise. Bonnie Joseph Academy, Heber City.
Hungry for mouth-watering, all-American comfort food? Look no further. Chubby's has just opened in Heber Valley, bringing you award-winning burgers and cheesesteaks made from 100% premium black Angus beef. With 9 Utah locations, our family-owned and operated restaurant knows how to satisfy your cravings. And don't forget to treat yourself to our delicious desserts. Come taste the difference today at Chubby's, located at 220 North Main Street. Chubby's Cafe, your neighborhood destination for the food you crave.
Hi, This is Kendall Crittenden, Wasatch County Council member and a member of the Caring Community Coalition. Did you know that kids are at a greater risk of experimenting with alcohol and drugs between the hours of 3 and 6 p.m.? Many parents are still at work this time of day. Check in with your kids. Find out where your kids will be, who they'll be with, and what they will be doing. Brought to you by Wasatch Behavioral Health and the Caring Community Coalition.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Top of the third, brought to you by Big O Tires. Get ready to rev up your savings with Big O Tires. Whether you're looking for the best tire deals or unbeatable service specials, you'll find everything you need to keep your vehicle in top shape while keeping more money in your wallet. It'll be 8-9-1 up for the Dons. Tyler Orton, the junior second baseman, followed by first baseman Sammy Dart, and then back up to the top of the order to Boston Duvall. Tyler Orton, a junior, 2 for 8 on the season with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Swing and a miss, swing and a miss. It's quickly an 0-2 count here for Orton. Mentioned lacrosse, girls lacrosse, boys baseball, and softball here playing games. And then also volleyball will have a game in the nest at 7 p.m. Another swing, this one gets a foul ball back to the backstop. Keeps the count at 0-2. The boys volleyball team 14-5 on the season, 6-1 in region play, number 3 in the RPI standings. We'll be hosting Mountain Ridge tonight, once again at 7 p.m. in the nest. Another foul ball keeps the count at 0-2. Good battle here for Morton. J.J. Siri leads the team, volleyball team, with 198 kills, 26 blocks. Chase Billiter, 186 kills and 25 blocks. Foraker Fisher, 78 kills. This one misses for ball 1. Alex Slater, 66 kills, 40 blocks. And Carter Smith, 69 kills and 38 blocks are your leaders for the boys volleyball team. Brody Hume, 24 service aces on the season, again for the number 3 ranked boys volleyball team. It's a 1-2 count here to the leadoff batter here in the top of the third. 0-0 still the score. Blake working out of the windup, freezes the hitter. Hitter will call time and get right back into the box. 1-2, Blake now quickly into the windup. Delivers too low for ball 2. Two the count. Tyler Orton wearing number 1 on the uniform, the 2-2. Sweat once again taking a little bit of time. Now will deliver, goes back to it. It's going to be a pop-up to the infield. Jack Salmon calling everybody off. Makes the play for the first out of the inning. Going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Sammy Dart. Sophomore first baseman, 200 batting average on the year, but does have 2 doubles and 2 triples and 2 RBIs on the season, and he will step in on the left-handed batter's box. First pitch of the at-bats in on the inside corner for strike 1. Very gusty winds. Anything in the air should get knocked down pretty easily today. We saw that on that last swing. Not a great swing. It looked like it was going to go shallow center field. Ends up getting caught right around the bag at second base. Blowing straight in from center field. It's a 1-1 count. Goes to the off speed. Can't get him to chase at it in the dirt. 2-1 now the count. That one misses outside as well. It's now a 3-1 count here for Blake Sweat. Wasatch failing to get a base runner yet on the hitting side of things. They'll have 7, 8, 9 up in the bottom half of the third. That one gets the leg of Dart. That'll be a first hit by pitch of the ball game. Second freebie of the game here in the third. Second base runner for Spanish Fork. They were able to get a walk in the first inning and stole second before getting retired with no runs scored. That'll bring us up to the top of the order. It'll be Boston Duvall again coming into the game hitting .286. Grounded out to Bridger Shaw at third base in the first at bat. Dart again took that one right around the shin area on the right leg, taking a little bit of time to get back onto the base path. Takes a good lead now here at first. It's going to be a slow roller. Shaw's going to have to go to first with this one. Nothing he can do at second. Gets the out at first. So 2 away. That is the third put out of the game for the senior Bridger Shaw at third base, playing a nice third base, and that'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Nixon Warren. Does put another runner in scoring position here for the Dons, who stranded a run runner in the top of the second. Warren struck out looking. Does have 2 RBIs on the year. Has scored 8 runs himself. Dart, good speed and a good lead at second base. Swebb will miss inside for ball 1. Wasatch playing head up but shallow into the outfield. Salmon trying to keep the runner close to second. 2 looks this time from Sweat, who delivers, gets the inside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Longer look this time by Sweat. Takes a second. Will deliver. It's going to be a sharply hit ground ball up the middle. Fowler gets the glove on it, fields it, throws it over to first in time at first base, and Wasatch continues to put the Goose Eggs up onto the board. No runs, no errors, no hits. Another runner is left on base. It's still 0-0 as we go into the bottom of the third.
Hi, this is Corbin Gordon from Gordon Law Group. I commonly get approached by people with the same question. Hey, do you guys do a particular type of law? The answer is almost always, yeah, we do that. We are the Valley's only full-service law firm that has been in business for over 20 years. We have 5 experienced attorneys who do estate work, litigation, business formation, real estate, water law, divorce, criminal defense, and many others. Gordon Law Group, yeah, we do that.
Hey, Heber Valley, whether you're cheering on our high school team or enjoying a day in our beautiful valley, our community is stronger when we love local. Our local businesses are the heartbeat of Heber Valley, from your favorite cafe to the shop on the corner. When you shop local, you're supporting your neighbors and investing in the future of our community. So next time you're out and about, show some love. Shop, dine, and explore right here in Heber Valley. Brought to you by the Heber Valley Chamber of Commerce. Remember, love local. It makes all the difference. Visit gohebervalley.com/shop.
This is live coverage of Wasatch High School sports on 94.5 The Peak.
Bottom of the third, brought to you by Mirror Lake Station, your one-stop shop for gas, groceries, and goodies. Located at 2nd North Main in Camas on your way up Mirror Lake Station Highway. Winners of Best in State Donuts. 7-8-9 up for the Wasps, who have yet to produce a base runner. 3 strikeouts in the first, 3 groundouts in the second. It'll be Salmon up, who comes in with a .286 batting average, 13 runs scored on the season, and 4 RBIs. Bottom of the lineup has been good for Wasatch, producing in the last series 9 runs in Game 1 against Springville. Salmon will take strike 1, ball 1. Scored 9 runs in the first game, and then followed it up with 6 runs in the second. 15 runs scored by 6, 7, 8, 9 here for Wasatch. It's a 1-1 count to lead off here in the bottom of the third. It's going to be a high hopper to the second baseman, sits on it, fields it clean, throws it to first. 7 batters now retired in order. It'll bring up Eddie Bluth, the right fielder, sophomore on the season, .269 batting average, 18 runs scored for the number 8 hitter. Does have 7 hits on the season, but 18 walks for Eddie Bluth. He did not get out until his very last at bat, second to last at bat, grounded out to in Springville, but was able to get on base. Of his 8 at-bats that he had in the Springville series, he reached base 7 of the 8 ABs. He's going to swing at the first pitch, foul it off towards the Spanish Fork dugout. Strike 1. Boys and girls track team are at a track meet in Tooele today. It is a UHSAA sanctioned, and it is a state qualifier. Coach Tessamali, new track and field coach and new running backs coach here at Wasatch High School, going to give us updates after the meet. We'll update you next week on how the track team's doing. Ball 1, low to Eddie. 1-1 now the count, with Kyron Stocking waiting on deck. One ball, 1 strike. Nielsen delivers. It's going to be swung on foul into the former varsity soccer field. Moves the count to 1-2. Nelson again working out of the stretch, always without guys on base. The 1-2 goes upstairs and outside for ball 2. Coming into this game, 9 Ks through 6 1/3 innings. So averaging over a strikeout in innings. Right now sitting at 3 strikeouts through 2 1/3. Goes back inside, a slow roller up the middle, tough play for the shortstop. Dart fields it cleanly, throws it across the diamond. Nice pick play by the first baseman. And another out here in the infield. It's been 3 strikeouts and 5 ground outs now for the Wasps. They've had all 8 batters retired. It'll bring up Kyron Stocking. Stocking on the season, hitting .409 as the number 9 hitter. Leads the team with 19 runs scored. Also has double-digit RBIs with 11. Swings at the first one. That'll go into the lacrosse game happening behind us for strike 1. Top of the order on deck is Austin Brown. Nelson comes set and will deliver the 0-1. It's an off-speed pitch up the middle. Dart comes over, fields it right over the second base bag, gets it over in time at first base. Stocking thought he had beat it out, but another ground out by Wasatch, and they've gone through their entire order without a base runner. 9 up, 9 retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's still 0-0 going into the 4th.
A home equity line of credit from UCCU makes it easy to access the equity in your home. And right now, UCCU is offering home equity lines of credit with no fees or closing costs. With increased home values, there is more equity to use for whatever you need. A wedding, a remodel, or whatever comes up. It's your equity, so it's entirely up to you. Start your application or learn more at uccu.com. Low rates, no fees, faster than ever. UCCU, love where you bank.
Big O Tires in Heber is your one-stop shop for tires and service. What was once Point S is now Big O Tires. Same service, but different name. We're locally owned and operated and want to help you get your vehicle ready to road trip this summer. Stop in for all your name brand tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, batteries, shocks, struts, and a whole lot more. Plus, Big O Tires offers financing options to fit any budget or any situation. Visit us today. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Hey there, Heber City. Are you tired of dings, dents, and scrapes ruining the beauty of your beloved vehicle? Look no further than Robards Collision, the ultimate destination for all your auto body needs. At Robards Collision, they've been offering top-notch collision repairs and outstanding customer service. Their team of expert technicians is passionate about bringing your car back to its original glory, no matter the size of damage. Their state-of-the-art facility is equipped with cutting-edge technology, ensuring precise and accurate repairs. They handle it all with precision and care.
And now, back to the action. Wasatch High School Sports on 94.5 The Peak.
Top of the 4th brought to you by Heber Appliance. When it's 4th down and your fridge goes out, turn your letdown into a touchdown at Heber Appliance. Increase your at-home satisfaction with Heber Appliance Furniture and Mattress. We are your hometown team. 3-4-5 up for the Dons in the the top of the 4th. No runs. It's been 3 goose egg innings for both teams. It'll be Pratt Morley, the sophomore shortstop, hitting .281 coming into the series. Grounded out to the third baseman on a nice play from Bridgershaw in the first. Swing and a miss, moves the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 base runners for Spanish Fork in the game today, a walk in the second and a hit by pitch in the third. The 2-2 gets the inside corner, strikeout number 4 from Gravity Coalition. That's the third one looking right on the inside corner, 1 away. Give a shout out to the boys' soccer team. They have a home match tomorrow against Farmington High School. That will be at 12 p.m. noon at the on Wright Tree Stadium. 8-1 on the year, 6-0 in region play, and are currently number 3 in the RPI standings. First pitch here to Jackie Sorensen is going to be high and inside. The lone 300 hitter. He did walk and stole a base in his first at bat and then was stranded at second. It's a 2-0 count as one pitch misses up, one pitch misses low. Your leading goal scorers for Wasatch, Jaden Cosper, 15 goals, 6 assists on the season. Cole Simpson and Ace Downey both with 6 goals, 4 assists and 3 assists for each of them respectively. And then Liam Davis, 2 goals and 5 assists. Averaging 4 goals a game on the season are the boys soccer team. And again, they will be in action on Wright Tree Stadium tomorrow at 12 noon. It's a 3-0 count here to the number 4 hitter. That one's in at the belt. No, too high. Back-to-back walks to Sorensen, who's now reached base twice. Third walk of the game for Blake Sweat. So 1 out, 1 guy on, and it'll bring up Rhythm Fagan, who flew out on a good barrel to the left center field gap. Wind kind of kept it up, and Austin Brown did a good job of covering some ground in the outfield to make the play. Wind has died down slightly. Flag still blowing in from center field. Couple of looks from Sweat, misses low and outside for ball 1. Blake in 2 appearances, 9 1/3 innings pitched coming into this one, so averaging about 4 innings a game. 4.5 innings a game through his first 2 outings. Takes 3 looks, delivers. That one misses low and outside as well. 2-0 with the count. Wasatch had to go 4 pitchers deep yesterday. Max Livingston, and then Nick Rattinger, Tyson Dahl, and Jack Salmon all through yesterday. On Tuesday, Bridger Shaw and Braxton Fowler were able to get the win on Tuesday. Sweat now 2-0, down 2-0 after 6 straight balls. The pitch, that one doesn't get the outside corner again. 3-0 now the count. Fagan, a .250 hitter, does have 6 RBIs and 1 home run on the season. Not a long pause this time, doesn't help. That's going to be back-to-back walks. 4 base runners now, 4 Spanish Fork, and runners on first and second. It's going to bring our first coach's trip to the mound, brought to you by Mirror Lake Station. We'll take a break. We'll see what Coach McCoy decides to do. Wasatch 0, Spanish Fork 0 here in the top of the 4th.
Are you ready for lunch? Well, the Dairy King, home of the train, is serving the best food with friends and family in the Valley and have been the winner of Best of State for 20 years. They've recently been named the best of Utah for their milkshakes. You've got to try their delicious train burger with an Oreo shake. They also have those yummy salads that just hit the spot, or a turkey breast sandwich that tickles the taste buds. They've proudly been serving the Heber Valley for 78 years at the Dairy King, home of the train, serving deliciousness daily. Stop in today.
Mirror Lake Station is your one-stop shop for gas, groceries, and goodies, located at 2nd North Main in Camas on your way up Mirror Lake Station Highway, winners of Best In-State Donuts. Blake Sweat will stay on the mound with runners on first and second, 1 away, and the number 6 hitter, which is Caden Lamson, sophomore third baseman. He'll take strike 1 after back-to-back walks. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Blake Sweat threw 3 1/3, has 4 strikeouts and as many walks. Sweat takes 1 look, delivers, misses high and inside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Spanish has not scored for now 17 straight innings. Were shut out in both of their games against Maple Mountain, a 4-0 loss and a 6-0 loss. 1-1, that one's in there for strike 2. 1-2 now the count. Sweat calming down after a couple of walks. Now has a 1-2. Leads in the count here to Lamson. Long look at second base. It's a good lead from both. Takes a second look. Delivers the 1-2. Another swing and a miss. That's second strikeout of the day for Lamson. 5th strikeout of the day. Once again brought to you by Gravity Coalition. For Blake Sweat, Wasatch 2 away. And that'll bring up the catcher, senior Xavier Aminette. 2 for 11 on the season. He struck out looking in his first at-bat. He's still looking for his first RBI. Has an RBI opportunity with runner on second. It's going to be a high chopper to Shaw. Shaw will field it cleanly, takes his time, throws it on the run in time, and Wasatch gets out of the inning after 2 base runners get on. No runs will come in on no hits, no errors. 2 runners are left on base. It's still 0-0 going into the bottom of the 4th.
We at Guild Mortgage help people build personal wealth through real estate. Be it your first home, next home, dream home, or investment property. At Guild Mortgage, we help you refinance for that lower interest rate, shorter term, or home remodel. At Guild Mortgage, we help you plan for retirement by owning multiple investment properties and can even add to your retirement plan with a reverse mortgage. We at Guild Mortgage believe everyone can own what matters.
Timberline Ace Hardware is committed to helping their neighbors and their communities, and because they're in the neighborhood, they can deliver almost anything you need. So shop in store or online for whatever your home or yard needs. Choose from top brands like Milwaukee, Stihl, Traeger, and Benjamin Moore. Then pick up in store, curbside, or they'll deliver your order right to your home. Around the block, what you need in stock with people that know how to help. Timberline Ace Hardware, serving the community for over 50 years.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hey Wasatch, it's Nicole with Mountain Refined. We are so excited to be supporting our local teams and all the sports that you guys are into. We wanted you to know a little piece of what we have. You can come on down, grab teacher gifts, protein powder, and even rent that tuxedo for junior prom. Did you guys know that? Shop local and support us. We love being a part of this community. Go Wasatch, 480 North Main Street, right here in Heber.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Bottom of the fourth brought to you by Bonnie Joseph Academy, dedicated to providing the highest quality education to students and making sure they are fully prepared for a successful career in the beauty industry. Top of the order up for Wasatch, who's still looking for their first base runner here in the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Austin Brown, Braxton Fowler, and Grant Mahoney. Again on the season, this freshman, Austin Brown, 391, 18 hits, 18 RBI, 7 extra base hits, including a home run, and also has a .456 on-base percentage with 4 stolen bases. 0-1 count. There's your first base knock of this game as Austin Brown goes up the middle with a nice piece of hitting to give Wasatch their first base runner here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch down in the zone. Did a good job of just going right with it up the middle. And that'll bring up Braxton Fowler. Fowler's had as hot of a bat as anybody on the team. .433. That is second only to Blake Sweat, who's hitting .439. 14 runs scored, has an on-base percentage of .587, 12 walks, and 2 hit-by-pitches on the year as well. Pitch up and out of the zone for ball one. Base runners will open up the dugout here for Wasatch. 0-0 the score. That's actually the first hit of the game for either team. Spanish Fork with 4 walks, but no hits yet. Wasatch had failed to get a base runner on base, and now they do. It's a 1-0 count here to Fowler. Fowler and Mahoney combined for 7 hits yesterday against Springville and 4 RBIs. 1-0. Brown fakes, goes. That one above and inside for ball 2. 2-0 now the count. See how aggressive Coach McCoy wants to be with his first base runner on the in the game. Nelson, only 6 1/3 innings pitched. He hasn't thrown a lot. He does go with the slide step delivery. Fowler will swing at this one into the lacrosse field. 2-1 now the count. Grant Mahoney on deck. All 3 of these 1-2-3 hitters struck out to get the game started. The 2-1. Nelson comes set on the mound. Not a big lead from Brown. Now Fowler's going to square. It's a good one. He's going to lay it down. Third baseman fields it cleanly. He's going to throw it to first base in time. And Brown will advance to second base on the sacrifice bunt. And Wasatch has a runner in scoring position for Mahoney and Dahl. Only one away. Grant Mahoney, not only a .395 batting average, but a .458 on-base percentage. Has himself 4 stolen bases on the season, 5 walks, 2 hit-by-pitches, and he comes up with 12 RBIs and a scoring opportunity here with Brown with good speed at second base. Outfield is playing shallow with the wind, but the wind has died down, not near as hard as it was. Pitch is inside for ball 1. Try to go a little bit off speed there. Didn't pull the string enough, leaves it inside. It's a 1-0 count here in the bottom of the fourth. 2 looks at Brown, who creeps a little bit off. It's a good lead at second base. Now takes a secondary, fouls that one off a little bit up in the zone. It's now a 1-1 count. One ball, 1 strike, 1 away. With a runner on second base. Again, that's the first base runner of the game here in the bottom of the fourth. Nilsson delivers the 1-1. This one swung on rope to left field, but it's going to carry just enough to get to the left fielder. Actually nearly got over his head. And the left fielder makes the play. Great barrel from Grant Mahoney, just bad luck. And Wasatch now has 2 away. Saw that same hit yesterday where Springville did take too many steps in, and Mahoney was able to get it over the head for a double. That time, the long left fielder's able to get the glove up and make the play. It'll bring up Micah Dahl. Had an RBI on Tuesday in the Springville game. Comes in hitting .294. He'll swing at the first pitch. Fouls it off for strike one. No balls, one strike. Brown's going to go. That pitch is in there for strike two. The throw not in time to third base. So an 0-2 count. Brown steals the bag. That's his 5th stolen base on the season. And Wasatch now 90 feet away from taking the 1-0 lead. 0-2 the count to Dahl, who's got some work to do now with 2 strikes, 2 away. Wasatch did score their first 5 runs yesterday with 2 outs. They've been good with 2 outs this season. The 0-2. Swung on. It's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. He boats it. He's not going to get it. It's an error by the second baseman, and Wasatch has the run scored. And once again, playing great baseball. Brown wiping the bag at third base, produces a run. Micah Dahl will get credit for the RBI on the error by the second baseman, and Wasatch takes the 1-0 lead. It's going to bring up Bridger Shaw, grounded out to the third baseman in his first at bat. Shaw on the season, .500 on base percentage, 7 walks, 6 hit by pitches, leads the team in that category. 16 RBIs, and again, 13 of them coming with 2 outs. Tyson Dahl will come into the game to run for brother Micah Dahl as the courtesy runner. He's got a huge lead over at first base. We'll see if Nelson decides to pick him off. Takes more steps. Runner does not go, but it's out of the zone for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Excuse me, that is Miguel Armendariz over at first base, not Tyson. Umpire giving a little warning to the Wasatch dugout. It's a 1-0 count here to Shaw. Wasatch has produced 2 base runners now and have finally been able to crack the goose egg off the scoreboard for either team. It's 1-0 Wasatch here in the 4th. Inside for ball 2 here to Shaw. It's a 2-0 count with Blake Sweat on deck. Bridger grounded out to the third baseman in his first at bat. Shaw back into the box with a 2-0 count. Nelson hasn't had to work with guys on base at all in the game today. Miguel's going to go. Fastball right down the middle, called strike, and Miguel will get his first stolen base on the season. Great jump, and I mentioned he had a great lead over at first base. He gets the stolen base, and just like that, Wasatch once again with a runner in scoring position. It's a 2-1 count to Shaw, and Armendariz gets his first stolen base on the year. Good speed from Miguel. He'll take another really good lead at second base, and continuing to creep off. Nelson takes one look, delivers the 2-1. It's going to be a high chopper to the third baseman. He's got to get rid of it quick, and he gets it in time. Nice play by the third baseman, and Wasatch is retired. But they do score 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 runner is left on base. It's 1-0 Wasatch going into the 5th.
You'll always find the best deals and expert service at your local Napa Auto Parts store. We offer expert service in helping you find the parts you're looking for your current project, as well as Milwaukee tools. We can also help you with most motorsport, RV, and vehicle battery needs at your local Napa Auto Parts store in Heber City.
Here at Country Gardens and Nursery, we hope that you feel that you are home when you are away from home as you go around our perennial floor checking out the newest and latest for beauty for your garden, as you wander into our indoor plant shop seeing the possibility of what could be yours. Stop by Country Gardens and Nursery, your home away from home. 1401 US 189, Heber City, Utah. And don't forget to check us out on social media for quick tips and tricks throughout the season.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Fifth inning action brought to you by the Guild Mortgage. Guild Mortgage loan officer Tom Stone is committed to helping his clients understand their options for real estate financing and assisting them to make solid home loan decisions that meet their needs. That is Guild Mortgage. 8-9-1 up for the Dons. Tyler Orton, Sammy Dart, and then up to the top of the order to Boston Duvall. Orton popped out to the second baseman in his first at bat. It's a 1-1 count here to start off the fifth. That one's going to be elevated foul just behind the backstop of Wasatch. Now 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Orton, junior second baseman. 2 for 9 on the season. Has 2 RBIs and a run scored. Down 1-2 in the count here. Leadoff guy here in the fifth. That one misses low for ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Girls lacrosse, we mentioned, to have a home game tonight against Riverton at 6 p.m. at Wright Tree Stadium. 3-2 now the count. They're currently 6-4 on the season, number 12 in the RPI standings, averaging 14.5 goals per season, a large part due to Kaya Anderson. 46 goals scored, 1 assist. That one's going to miss up as well. That's going to be walk number 5 on the game for Blake Sweat. He's had a walk an inning, but Spanish Fork has not been able to produce any runs off of it. Carly Urich, 25 goals, 13 assists. Allie Park, 19 goals and 2 assists. Maggie Edmiston, 15 goals and 2 assists. And lastly, Ella Willard, 14 goals and 4 assists to lead the girls lacrosse team. Again, going to be tonight at Wright Tree Stadium at 6 p.m. against Riverton. That one misses low as well. It's the lefty Sammy Dart. He was hit by pitch in his first at bat, one of the 5 base runners that Spanish Fork has had today. The 1-0, that one misses everything. He's going to get to the backstop. It's going to be a free pass for Orton, who's going to advance to second base on the wild pitch. It's now a 2-0 count. Dart's been trying to square to bunt on both of those. He's not going to have to bunt. Wouldn't be surprised if Spanish Fork keeps it on, tries to move the base runner over to third with 1 away. 2-0 the count. Sweat goes back, gets one in at the belt, a little bit high. Spanish Fork not happy about it, but the called strike moves the count to 2-1. Dart did not square on that one, so Spanish Fork opting to swing away here. We'll see if they put anything on with 1 strike. Misses low, 3-1 now the count. Looks like they're just going to go 3 straight swings here to try to tie up this ball game at 1-1. 3-1 the count, the pitch. That one misses everything as well. Not miss everything, sorry. Dahl does a good job of getting in front of it. Keeps the runner at second base, but back-to-back walks is going to put runners on first and second with nobody out. It's going to bring a Mirror Lake Station trip to the mound from the catcher, Micah Dahl. Runners on first and second, nobody out, and back up to the top of the order. Boston Duvall, the junior right fielder, has grounded out to the third baseman Shaw twice so far in the game today. Just joining us, stick around for the 5th inning stretch brought to you by the Guild Mortgage. We'll recap. It'll be a quick one. Wasatch 1, Spanish Fork 0. 1 look delivery. It is a squared bunt, and that one's going to go all the way foul out of play. Not able to lay it down. 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike to the leadoff guy, Duvall, junior right fielder. Does have 2 extra base hits on the season. Gets in the box. Blake was already ready to go. Orton quickly calls time and resets after the failed bunt attempt that went out of play. Now both are ready to go. And more confusion from the Spanish Fork dugout. This is the 3rd time Orton's had to step out of the box after falling down 0-1. Coach is having a hard time deciding what play they want to put on. Using the wristbands in a number system. Graham Mahoney creeping up. Duvall does square. He's going to leave it square. He's going to try to lay it down again. Instead, it's going to go off of him, and Coach McCoy's going to come out and ask him, was he out of the box? And I think the umpire is going to say no, he wasn't out of the box, and that'll just be strike 2. So one bunt that went out of play, another bunt that went off of the batter. But umpire says he's still in the box, so it'll be nobody out still. An 0-2 count, runners on first and second. Spanish threatening, trying to tie this game up at 1-1. It currently sits at 1-0. Sweat sets, not big lead at second base. Delivers the 0-2. Big time strikeout from Blake Sweat. He gets him swinging at a ball at the belt. That is strikeout number 6, brought to you by Gravity Coalition. 1 away, and Wasatch now a ground ball from getting out of the inning. It's going to be Nixon Warren, sophomore center fielder, struck out looking and then grounded out to the shortstop in his last at bat. That ended the 3rd inning. Blake will come set. Again, not a big lead at second base. The pitch. This one swung on. It's elevated to left center field. Austin Brown's going to come over and make the play. Runners will go back to their bags. 2 away. Good job of Blake after walking the first 2 guys. Gets the next 2 guys out. And Wasatch now 1 out away from getting out of an inning that had 2 runners on with nobody out. Only 2 balls have been elevated to the outfield, both in the similar spot in that left center field gap. Austin Brown, the lefty, coming over and making both plays. Brings up the number 3 hitter, though, leads the team with 9 RBIs. It's Pratt Morley, sophomore shortstop. Ground out to the third baseman and struck out looking in his second at bat. Blake comes set. Long look at second base. Again, not a huge lead. And runner's going to step out of the box. Batter will step out of the box. It's going to be swung on, elevated to shallow center field, kind of in that Bermuda Triangle look. Brown's going to call everybody off. He's going to have to make a long run, though. Makes the grab. What a play by the freshman as that ball got stuck in the wind, but he comes up and makes the play, and Wasatch gets out of the inning after putting 2 runners on. They make the next 3 outs, and through 5, Wasatch is yet to give up a hit and yet to give up a run. It's 1-0, and we'll keep it here for the Guild Mortgage 5th inning stretch. Once again, Tom Stone is your committed mortgage loan officer, helping his clients understand their options for real estate financing and assisting them to make solid home loan decisions that meet their needs. It's been a pitching duel on the mound for both Wasatch and Spanish Fork, as it is only 1-0. That 1 run coming for Wasatch in the bottom of the 4th when Austin Brown had the lone hit of the day for either team. It was a ground ball up the middle to get things started for Wasatch. Sacrifice bunt from Braxton Fowler, and then error by the second baseman was able to bring in Austin Brown, who actually swiped the bag at third base as well. Kind of a Crew Erickson, if you remember back a couple of years ago when Wasatch was able to get a 1-0 victory with Crew with a single, stole second, stole third, and then scored on a after that. Similar from Austin Brown, where Wasatch was able to get the 1-0 lead. Blake Sweat has been lights out on the mound, has walked 6, but also has 6 strikeouts, hasn't given up a hit. And Wasatch with 5 straight goose eggs. This is now for Spanish Fork, 19 straight innings without scoring a run in region play. They were shut out by Maple both games on Tuesday and Thursday, and have yet to score a run in the game today. That was your Gordon Law Group game summary. The Gordon Law Group is your full-service local law firm who invests in their clients the best knowledge and experience needed for all areas of the law. Wasatch will have 6, 7, 8 up to start off here in the bottom of the 5th. Nelson still on the mound for Spanish Fork. Misses inside for ball 1. Sweat grounded out to the second baseman, followed by Salmon, who's on deck, and then Eddie Bluth in the hole. Sweat again coming in with hitting over 400 on the year. He'll swing and foul that one off for strike 1. It's a 1-1 count. Not only is he hitting .439, has a .478 on base percentage and leads the team with 7 stolen bases. We'll see how that knee, or if they opt to run him, if he gets on base here, again dealing with a little bit of a knee injury. The 1-1 swung on and fouled into the dugout for strike 2. It's now a 1-2 count. Just tuning in, free hot dogs down here at the ballpark. Wasatch boys baseball and girls softball both hosting. Wasatch hosting Spanish Fork, and then the girls softball team hosting Uinta. And girls lacrosse in action as well. 3 games going on all at the same time down here at the ballpark. It's a 1-2 count here to Sweat. Wasatch trying to add to the 1-0 lead in what has been a pitcher's duel thus far today. Nielsen shrugs, waits, delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt, though. Catcher bounces up, throws it down to first base. That is the 4th strikeout of the day for Nielsen, but the first strikeout since the first inning. He struck out the side in the first inning. Wasatch has put the ball in play since. That's the first strikeout of the game for Sweat. That'll bring us to Jack Salmon, grounded out to the second baseman in his first at bat. Salmon on the season, only hitting .286, but has a .423 on-base percentage. He himself has 3 stolen bases and has walked 5 times. Wind starting to pick back up again here at the ballpark. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. Spanish Fork has not been great in the box this season. Have had a tough preseason schedule. If you look at their 12 games that they've played, 9 of the 12 teams have been in the top 10 in their respective classifications on the RPI standings, but have pitched it well this year. As shown by their 41 walks to 87 strikeouts on the mound, almost or double the amount of strikeouts to walk ratio. It's a 1-1 count here to Salmon. Salmon swings at this one. It's going to be a high chopper down the third base side. Foul ball. Coach McCoy was going after it and realized third baseman was right there. Moves the count to 1-2. Again, Eddie Bluth on deck. Wasatch producing a run back in the bottom of the 4th thanks to a single from Brown, a sacrifice bunt from Fowler. Brown then swiped the bag at third base, and then the ground ball from Dahl was able to bring in the run. It's a 1-2 count. Nielsen shrugs, delivers, off-speed pitch, too low. That'll move the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. One away. Nelson sets and delivers the 2-2. Swung on, hard line drive at the first base coach of Wasatch, foul. Keeps the count at 2-2. More action tonight as well, as the boys volleyball team will be at home in the Nest. Set to take on Mountain Ridge, number 3 in the RPI standings, and then the boys soccer team will be playing at home tomorrow at 12 noon at Wright Tree Stadium. The 2-2. It's going to be a high chopper to the shortstop. And he is second on the team with 18 runs scored. He'll take ball 1. Running generators here at the bottom of the lineup for Wasatch all season. Ball 1, strike 1. Takes ball 1, now takes strike 1. Nelson continuing to work out of the stretch. Bluth in on the left-handed batter's box. Nelson comes set and will deliver the 1-1. It's swung on. It'll be a ground ball to the second baseman. Fields it cleanly, throws it to first, and Wasatch is retired in order. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. It's a 1-0 lead as we go into the 6th.
Chad here from Mountain West Trailers. Celebrating 20 years in business, we know you value strength and reliability. Whether it's for work or play, our dump and equipment trailers are built to last. Enclosed cargo trailers for business and fun, or open utility trailers for everything in between. With expert sales, parts, and service, we've got you covered. Mountain West Trailers is always right behind you. Visit us at mountainwesttrailer.com or stop by at 1470 South Highway 40 here in Heber.
Check out the Fit Stop Health Club. It's more than a great facility. Their employees and staff create a comfortable, caring, supportive place for men and women of all ages, as well as their families, to work out. They have your tanning beds, massage, and personal trainers. Find your new groove. Jump into their therapy pool with endless laughs. They have Group X classes with nationally certified and specially trained instructors. See what the Fit Stop offers. Go to their website at fitstophealthclub.com. For more information, call 654-2131.
At Heber Park City Appliance, you're getting a dedicated team of professionals who go out of their way to keep your home running smoothly. And when we say team, we're talking about 40 years of winning service and reliability. We're here to boost your at-home satisfaction long after your purchase. So when it's fourth quarter and your fridge goes out, oh man, be confident knowing we're a team that will go the distance for you. Heber Park City Appliance in Heber City. Visit us online at heberappliance.com.
And now, back to the action. Wasatch High School Sports on 94.5 The Peak.
Top of the 6th, brought to you by Gravity Coalition, offering the best in bikes, skis, snowboards, skateboards, and more in the Heber Valley. Visit them at their store in Midway or visit them at gravitycoalition.com. This is a cool shop. 4-5-6 up for the Dons. It'll be Jackie Sorensen, Rhythm Fagan, and Caden Lamson. Sharp hit ground ball to Faller. Faller fields it cleanly, throws it across the diamond in time on the 6-3 put out. Wasatch has one away. That is the first ball that Sorensen's seen, really. He's walked his first 2 at-bats. Now puts a ball in play, and Wasatch has 1 retired. It'll bring up the junior designated hitter, Rhythm Fagan. Flew out to left center field on a good barrel in his first at-bat, walked in his second. It's a 1-0 lead for Wasatch here in the top of the 6th. Check swing, strike 1. On a pitch, probably low and outside. Wasatch looking to go to 3-0 in region play after a 2-game series sweep over Springville on Tuesday and Thursday. Games in which they scored 12 runs on Tuesday and 10 runs on Thursday. It's been a pitcher's duel today, though. 1-0 the score, an 0-2 count here to Fagan. Goes low, misses, and that'll move the count to 1-2. On deck is our first pinch hitter of the game. Lamson's been in that spot, but a different guy is warming up. That one misses everybody behind the dish, or behind, goes to the backstop, and that'll be a 2-2 count. On deck is Matai Johnson is warming up. See if we get to him. It's 2 outs, 1 out, 2-2, so he will get up to the plate. This is going to be a sharply hit ball, and that'll do it. That's the first hit of the game for Spanish Fork. It comes in the top of the 6th inning with 1 away. It's a sharply hit ground ball up the middle. And let's see, Coach McCoy sticking with Blake. And again, that'll bring up Matai Johnson. Johnson on the year. Check my stats, a 176 batting average, has 1 RBI, does have one of his 3 hits is a double, and he comes up. See if Spanish Fork, trying again to tie this thing, has left 6 base runners on base, 6 walks from Blake, and none of them have been able to score. This is the first hit of the day for Spanish Fork. That's going to get back to the backstop. Runner will advance to second, and for the 3rd straight inning, Spanish Fork's been able to get a runner in scoring position. Johnson, big right-hander. Colden Hafen getting loose in the bullpen. He hasn't seen action since that first weekend in Spanish Fork, again dealing with a little bit of some hip injuries. Threw well in his limited action that he had down in St. George. It's a 1-0 count here to Johnson. Swung on, ground ball foul down the third base side. Moves the count to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Runner in scoring position for Spanish Fork. Wasatch leading 1-0. Blake Cumsett just gave up his first hit of the game here in the 6th. Had a no-hitter through 5 1/3. This one swung on, elevated to left center field. Brown trying to track it down. He'll do it. Another play from Brown. He's got 4 putouts now in the outfield, and that one probably the toughest one of them all. Makes a great play over his right shoulder, and Wasatch has 2 away. Another pinch hitter for Spanish Fork is going to be number 34, Tilden Scott, and this is actually his first at-bat of the season. He steps in on the left-handed side of the batter's box. Spanish Fork trying to produce some runs. Wasatch's outfield playing shallow with the wind. This one's elevated. This is a good barrel. Bluth's going to have to go over his shoulder to the right center field. He goes back, makes another great play, and Wasatch continues to put goose eggs on the board. The outfield hasn't had a lot of action, but Brown and Bluth both make great plays in the top of the 6th. No runs come in on 1 hit, no errors. Another runner is stranded, and Wasatch leads 1-0 going into the bottom of the 6th.
Unlock your potential at Bonnie Joseph Academy, your local beauty school. Explore the art of cosmetology, barbering, hair design, basic aesthetics, master aesthetics, and nail tech programs. Visit bonniejosephacademy.edu to learn more and enroll today. Financial aid is available for qualifying students, and we offer flexible schedules and distant education options. Transform your passion into a rewarding career at Bonnie Joseph Academy, where beauty meets expertise. Bonnie Joseph Academy, Heber City.
Hungry for mouth-watering, all-American comfort food? Look no further. Chubby's has just opened in Heber Valley, bringing you award-winning burgers and cheesesteaks made from 100% premium black Angus beef. With 9 Utah locations, our family-owned and operated restaurant knows how to satisfy your cravings. And don't forget to treat yourself to our delicious desserts. Come taste the difference today at Chubby's, located at 220 North Main Street. Chubby's Cafe, your neighborhood destination for the food you crave.
Hi, this is Kendall Crittenden, Wasatch County Council member and a member of the Caring Community Coalition. Did you know that kids are at a greater risk of experimenting with alcohol and drugs between the hours of 3 and 6 p.m.? Many parents are still at work this time of day. Check in with your kids. Find out where your kids will be, who they'll be with, and what they will be doing. Brought to you by Wasatch Behavioral Health and the Caring Community Coalition.
And now, back to the action. Wasatch High School Sports on 94.5 The Peak.
Bottom of the 6th brought to you by Mirror Lake Station, your one-stop shop for gas, groceries, and goodies, and their winners of Best in State Donuts, located at 2nd North Main in Camas, on your way up Mirror Lake Station Highway. And just got word next Friday, stop by the ballpark. Wasatch will be hosting Timpview High School, and you can get free Mirror Lake Station donuts next Friday down here at the ballpark. It'll be 9-1-2 up for Wasatch. Kyron Stocking, Austin Brown, and Braxton Fowler. Stocking grounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. Leads the team with 19 runs scored in the number 9 spot, .567 on base percentage. He'll take ball 1 and ball 2. Austin Brown, who has the lone run of the day and the lone hit of the day for Wasatch, on deck. See if they can get somebody on base before the top of the lineup. The 2-0. That one inside, ball 3. That one looks pretty close from up here, but in the Spanish Fork dugout, palms up, wanting to know where that pitch is at, but it's a 3-0 count. Stocking taking the whole way. That'll be strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Back into the box, the 3-1. Swung on, it's a sharp hit ground ball to the backhand side of the second baseman. Second baseman can't handle it. That's the second infield hit of the day. Or the second hit of the day is an infield hit from Stocking, who's now 1 for 2, and Wasatch has the leadoff guy on. Would have been a tough play for the second baseman. We'll give a hit to Stocking. Wasatch, last time they had leadoff guy on, was able to produce the 1 lone run in the game. It'll bring up Brown, who's 1 for 2 today with a single up the middle, a stolen base, and a run scored. Steps in on the left-hander batter's box. 3rd time he's seen Nilsson today. Nilsson delivers. It's going to be a ground ball foul to the right side. Softball team 4-11 in action right now, taking on Uinta High School. Number 17 in the RPI standings. Molly Evans, .512 batting average and 15 runs scored, including 9 extra base hits this season to lead the Wasps. It's an 0-1 count here for Brown. Nilsson, a couple of looks. Stocking's going to go. It's a hit and run. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop fields it cleanly, throws it to first in time. Runner will advance to second base and is now in scoring position for Fowler and Mahoney. Other shout-outs on the softball side, Liana Jones hitting .421 with 7 extra base hits and 2 home runs. Berlin Brown, .342 batting average with 10 RBIs, and Sidney McPhee, the freshman, hitting .300 on the season as well with 3 extra base hits. We're in the bottom of the 6th here. It's a 1-0 game between Wasatch and Spanish Fork. Wasatch 9-4 on the season, 2-0 in region play. Spanish Fork 2-10 on the season, 0-2 in region play. But it's been a tough preseason schedule for Spanish Fork. Mentioned in our Dairy King pregame show that 9 of their 12 teams that they have faced off against are in the top 10 of their respective RPI rankings in their classifications, including facing off against the number 1 team in both 5A, 4A, and 3A. They trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Fowler took ball 1. Now he's going to swing at this one. I think that one's down. Oh, but Stocking froze. He didn't see where the outfield was. didn't read the outfield, and he's going to have to stay at third base. He paused to make sure it was down, but now we're runners on the corners with one away. Mahoney back into the box after taking the first pitch strike. Second pitch, off-speed pitch, comes down at the belt for strike 2. Tough strike call there for Mahoney. Looked like I was a little up in the zone, but comes down at the belt for strike 2. 0-2 the count with one away. Nielsen comes set. Fowler is going to go on the 0-2. It's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop's not going to be able to turn 2, and a run comes in. Great call from Coach McCoy, sending Fowler. That was a double play ball the whole way, but because Fowler's in motion, they can't turn 2, and that's going to bring in the second run of the game, and Wasatch is now taking a 2-0 lead. Fourth RBI for Mahoney through the last 2 games. And Wasatch has another run in scoring position with Mike Adal, who comes up with 2 outs, who was able to get the first RBI on a ground ball to the second baseman back into the back in the 4th. It's 2-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Fowler hopping at second base. The pitch. This one's going to be swung on. Pop fly into the outfield, into the infield. Third baseman is going to call it off. Nope, shortstop will call it. Make the catch, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 6th. 1 run comes in on 2 hits, no errors. 1 runner is left on base. Wasatch look to close this one out, up 2-0 going into the 7th.
Hi, this is Corbin Gordon from Gordon Law Group. I commonly get approached by people with the same question. Hey, do you guys do a particular type of law? The answer is almost always, yeah, we do that. We are the Valley's only full-service law firm that has been in business for over 20 years. We have 5 experienced attorneys who do estate work, litigation, business formation, real estate, water law, divorce, criminal defense, and many others. Gordon Law Group, yeah, we do that.
Hey, Heber Valley, whether you're cheering on our high school team or enjoying a day in our beautiful valley, our community is stronger when we love local. Our local businesses are the heartbeat of Heber Valley, from your favorite cafe to the shop on the corner. When you shop local, you're supporting your neighbors and investing in the future of our community. So next time you're out and about, show some love. Shop, dine, and explore right here in Heber Valley. Brought to you by the Heber Valley Chamber of Commerce. Remember, love local. It makes all the difference. Visit gohebervalley.com/shop.
For a limited time, UCCU is offering 33-month savings certificates with an incredibly high APY of 2.55%. Plus, you can jump up to an even higher rate of return anytime during the life of your certificate. With a savings certificate, you just make 1 deposit and then let your money grow and grow and grow, with a fixed rate of return that's much higher than a standard savings account. Learn more at uccu.com. UCCU. Love where you bank.
It's game time! Let's do it! Ready? Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Top of the 7th, brought to you by Chubby's, new to the Heber Valley, family-owned and operated, 9 Utah locations. Your neighborhood destination for the food you crave. Number 8 hitter Orton's going to swing at the second pitch of the at-bat. That'll be the second hit of the day for the Dons. It's a single through the 5-6 hole as they look to rally. They need to score 2 to extend the game right now. Top of the 7th, Wasatch leading 2-0, 3 outs away from getting their 3rd region victory and 10th win on the season. Blake Sweat still on the mound, working on a complete game. He's been good. 6 strikeouts, working on 6 walks, 2 hits, no runs scored. Brings up the number 9 hitter Dart. And that one's going to get to the backstop. Wild pitch, and runner will advance to second base. Hayfen has gotten loose in the bullpen. See what Coach McCoy decides to do here in the top of the 7th. Quick shout out to our boys tennis varsity team. David Dupree, a junior, first singles. Parker Kimball, second singles. Carter Laird, sophomore, third singles. That one misses outside. 2-0 now the count. Elijah Beathers and Reed Berg are your first doubles team, and Maxwell Toulis and Brian Moore are your second doubles team. Top of the 7th here. It's a 2-0 count with a runner on second base. Nobody out. Wasatch 3 outs away from the victory, but that'll be ball 3. 3-0 the count with the leadoff guy on deck. Sammy Dart's been able to get on with both of his at-bats. Hit by pitch in his first, walked in his second. Tyler Orton, the number 8 hitter, as well, has reached base twice. It's a 3-0 count. Sweat, long look, delivers. That one's in there for a strike. 3-1 now the count. Three balls, one strike. Dart back into the box. The lone lefty in the lineup today for the Dons. He'll swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fills up the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sweat trying to come all the way back after falling down 3-0 to the number 9 hitter. 2 looks this time. Delivers the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play. Keep the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Quick look at your top 10 in the RPI standings of 5A. Maple Mountain number 1, Brighton number 2, Orem, Region 7, comes in at number 3, Cypress number 4, Murray number 5, Wasatch 6, Alta 7, Olympus 8, Cedar Valley, another region opponent 9, and then West Jordan at 10. Good barrel by Dart. It's going to go to left field, but carries too far, and Stocking will make the first out of the inning on the line out to left field. Going to bring us back up to the top of the order to the junior Boston Duvall. Ground out, strikeout, 0 for 3 today. Comes in hitting .286, does have 2 extra base hits and 4 RBIs on the season. 1 away, not a big lead at second base by Orton. Pitch is swung on, and it's a base knock down the left field line. This is going to be extra bases for Duvall. Run will come in. It's a 2-1 ball game on the double from Duvall. And Spanish Fork putting some pressure on Wasatch. They switch places, and it's now 2-1 with 1 away. 5th RBI of the year for Duvall, right down that third base side. And Spanish Fork able to score their first run of the region season. Were shut out twice against Maple Mountain on Tuesday and Thursday. Finally produce a run here in the top of the 7th. It's 2-1. This one swung on, fouled at us. And that'll move the count to no balls and 1 strike. Region 7 standings after the first series. Maple, Wasatch, and Cedar Valley all go 2-0 against Spanish, Springville, and Timpview. Orem and Salem split, so they go 1-1. 1 strike. This one swung on and fouled into the batting cages. 4 strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to the number 2 hitter, Nixon Warren. Struck out, ground out, fly out to left center field on a pretty good barrel on his last at bat. Widens the stance now with 2 strikes, trying to put the ball in play. Sweat, a long look at second base, delivers the 0-2. Goes to the off-speed, freezes him. Ooh! Want to say that was the same pitch that Mahoney got a strike call on in the last inning. Sweat doesn't get the call there. It'll move the count to 1-2. Pretty good pitch there from Blake. Went upstairs with the curveball, doesn't get the call. It's a 1-2 count. See what he comes back with here. Goes back with the fastball. Warren's able to get a piece of it. Fouls it off, keeps the count at 1-2. Wasatch continuing to play shallow in the outfield. Wind dying down a little bit. Just gusts of wind here or there still coming in from center field. The 1-2. Elevated. It's going to be elevated to right field. Eddie Blue should settle underneath it. Brunner's going to tag and go back to the bag at second base. And Wasatch is 1 out away, 2 away here in the top of the 7th inning. The tying run on second base, and it'll bring up the number 3 hitter, the leading RBI guy for Spanish Fork. He's 0 for 3 today, but does have 9 RBIs, including 5 extra base hits on the season and a home run. Steps in on the right-handed batter's box. It's sophomore Pratt Morley. Blake Sweat looking for the complete game win here against Spanish Fork. It's 2-1. The pitch at the belt, above the belt for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Sweat continuing to work out of the stretch with the runner on second base in scoring position. Sweat looks, takes a second look, now delivers. Inside, misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Sweat comes set. It's a 2-0 count. Takes a long look and delivers the 2-0. It's swung on. It's a ground ball to the 3-4 hole. Salmon comes over, fills it cleanly, throws it to Mahoney, and Wasatch gets the W on the 4-3 putout. How about Blake Sweat? The complete game 1-run win for Blake Sweat, and Wasatch gets the 2-1 victory. We'll break it down for you on the Timberline Ace Hardware postgame show after this.
Big O Tires in Heber is your one-stop shop for tires and service. What was once Point S is now Big O Tires. Same service, but different name. We're locally owned and operated and want to help you get your vehicle ready to road trip this summer. Stop in for all your name brand tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, batteries, shocks, struts, and a whole lot more. Plus, Big O Tires offers financing options to fit any budget or any situation. Visit us today. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Hey there, Heber City. Are you tired of dings, dents, and scrapes ruining the beauty of your beloved vehicle? Look no further than Robards Collision, the ultimate destination for all your auto body needs. At Robards Collision, they've been offering top-notch collision repairs and outstanding customer service. Their team of expert technicians is passionate about bringing your car back to its original glory, no matter the size of damage. Their state-of-the-art facility is equipped with cutting-edge technology, ensuring precise and accurate repairs. They handle it all with precision and care.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
It's time for your Timberline Ace Hardware post-game show. As your local Timberline Ace Hardware, we are all about being the helpful place by offering our customers personal service, quality products, and a convenient shopping experience from local experts who know you best. That's Timberline Ace Hardware. Wasatch, 10 wins on the season. They're now 10-4 on the year, 3-0 in region play after a 2-1 victory over Spanish Fork. We're going to break it down for you here on the Timberline Ace Hardware post-game show. Wasatch gets the 2-1 victory after both teams go hitless and scoreless through the first 3 innings. Austin Brown was able to break it open back in the bottom of the 4th with a leadoff single, a sacrifice bunt from Fowler, and then after a swiped bag at third base, a ground ball to the second baseman that is the lone error of the game allows Brown to come in and give Wasatch the 1-0 victory. Wasatch would then add another one in at the bottom of the 6th inning as Kyron Stocking got things going with a leadoff single to the second baseman after a single from Fowler. After moving him over to second base, Fowler singled to right center field, and then a ground ball from Mahoney was able to bring in Stocking to give Wasatch that 2-0 victory. Spanish Fork had some life in the top of the 7th. After a couple of singles and then a double, they were able to produce 1 run, but Blake Sweat's able to close it out to give Wasatch the 2-1 victory. That game summary brought to you by Robards Collision, who has built their business on exceptional care, collision repair, and are proud to boast a 98.7 satisfaction rating. Keys to the win for Wasatch, how about the performance in the field in general and Blake Sweat on the mound? No errors for Wasatch. The outfield played fantastic. Infield played solid. And Blake Sweat, after not throwing since St. George, goes the complete game. Did walk 6, but also struck out 6. Only gives up 3 hits in the outing and only gives up 1 run. That key to the win brought to you by Wasatch Behavioral Health. And let's hand out some Ties trophies, and you can't go far from on the mound. Blake Sweat, once again, complete game. Only gives up 3 hits, 6 walks, 6 Ks, no runs scored for the senior. Offensively for Wasatch, Austin Brown with a single and a run scored. Kyron Stocking, a single with a run scored. Fowler also with a hit, and then Grant Mahoney and Micah Dahl are your RBI guys. Those players of the game brought to you by Country Garden and Nursery, Heber's only locally owned and operated plant nursery. Country Garden and Nursery has everything you need for your gardens, and don't forget to stop in your indoor plant and decor shop. And lastly, your play of the game. I'm going to go a little unconventional. Well, it's the RBI that won the game, but the call from Coach McCoy to send Braxton Fowler. It was an 0-2 count to Grant Mahoney, and Coach McCoy decides to send Fowler at first to second on a steal. It was a ground ball to the shortstop that would have been a double play to get out of the inning, but instead Wasatch is safe at second base. A run is able to come in that ends up being the winning run, and that is going to be your Wasatch Napa Auto Parts play of the game. Once again, Wasatch now 10-4 on the season, 3-0 in region play. They'll be back on the road at Spanish Fork on Tuesday, and then on the road at Timpview on Thursday. We'll be back home next Friday as Wasatch will return home to face off against Timpview next Friday. We want to thank you for listening. It's been a fun one. Wasatch gets the 2-1 victory here on 94.5 The Peak.